Hello, 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 and welcome to Emerald Thoth with me, Mark. Messages today. Well, I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? I'm not sure who that's for, because I'm not quite sure what that message is about either. I mean, it can relate to toxicity and somebody having a pull on you and a hold on you, and maybe somebody who is not right for you. It gives me a sense of the devil card as well, and freeing yourself of any chains. So whoever that's for, that may be for you. It's Linger by the Cranberries. So yeah, that's just the message that's coming through. Other than that, I'm going to take a message relating to the four directions. Relating to the body, the mind, soul, spirit. And so, what a nice interruption to have. But in relation to the mind, body, the heart, and the soul, and I take that as the kind of four directions. You may say spirit, you may say the intellectual mind, but you get what I mean. So, what I'm going to do is take Divine Masters for each of those areas, and then I will take 2 tarot cards for each of those areas, and we'll see where it is. The crystals today are Angelite and Moldavite, a mix of yellow labradorite and tiger's eye and carnelian, and to represent the different planets, and Herkimer diamond and black tourmaline on the ring. I also have a malachite stone representing the heart and the opening and the vulnerability and the beauty of the heart chakra. So, let's start with one Divine Master for each of those areas I've mentioned. I'll start. Where do I want to start? I'll start with the soul and the spiritual realm and see which Divine Master is guiding there. So see if Spirit will provide one. I'm going to do an extra little shuffle and being guided to do that. Just so the deck is shuffled. Okay, is there a Divine Master for the soul spirit? I see a white bird, a seagull actually flying past me just now. Okay, that's of the area of the soul. And then we'll go for the heart, and so in the region of the heart, the emotional mind, just to see who's coming through. It's a bit more measured today than usual. It's a bit, slower than usual. I just had a dog there later who came by, like a greyhound. So actually it may be a process of just slowing down and easing a bit, rather than having such a fast kind of greyhound energy. You may be chomping at the bit, but the Spirit's giving it a bit of a slower pace today. So there, Divine Master for the heart, okay. And then for the mental, the intellectual mind, well, I just saw who it is, so that one wanted to show is Elmora, the spiritual protection. We'll come back to that in a second. And then for the body, the physical realm, spirit, thank you. One of each, which doesn't always happen here. Commander Ashtar, leadership activation is bottom of the deck. So, you could be looking to step into a leadership activation. You could be being led by spirit. You could be being led by spirit to be a leader, and that seems the most likely of all the combinations of the things that I just said. Time to evolve, trusting your ability to guide others. Dear light being, dear starseed, dear angelic being, whoever is here and whatever you identify as, to help lead the ascension of this earth forward. So, let's take some tarot cards to go with that. Let's do it this way. Give this a bit of a shuffle. So I have the Affirmators Tarot card and the Astromatics Tarot card decks. I'll give them a bit of a shuffle and then I'll flip them round. I didn't ask for this, but it's come out. So it's the 8 of Wands, which changes that slow pace to a fast pace. It maybe is the movement of your soul that is quick. The movement of your soul, body, and astral realms and things like this is wanting to move quick, and then this card's flipped out. And there's birds in this to indicate that fast movement. And I hear birds walking away in the bushes over there. So there's messages from the divine that wants your soul to move quickly, at least. Okay. Interesting. The cards keep flipping for the Astro Matrix. I'm not going to take any of these, but while I shuffle, it's interesting. I will take this one, the King of Swords. So embodying that masculine kind of intellectual energy which came out the other day, there's things like the King on the Mountain. So it's moving at pace to embody this kind of intellectual being, and Spirit has settled me down now on taking more cards and shuffling that, but these two wanted to just be known as overarching as part of this reading. Okay. Spirit, I'll take 2 for the soul. I'm going to cut both decks for the next 2 cards. 2 for the heart. Cut the decks again. And this will be 2 for the mind. And then cut the decks one more time and pull up a card each for the body in the physical realm. Okay. At the bottom of the Affirmator's Tarot is the Ace of Pentacles, so this is moving into a divine embodiment, this, I don't know, salamander or new, whatever's there, but very earthly, very grounded energy, opportunities to materialise. So your soul's moving at fast pace, your mind is embodying this kind of intellectual King of Swords energy, you know, knowing who should be in your energy and physically around you in your life, and here is you starting to manifest things with an open heart, a little bit like this Malachite guy there. Okay, and at the bottom of the Astro Matrix is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups giving you ideas and inspiration from the divine. There's a sense of here getting these downloads and feeling it in your heart and feeling in your body of this movement of whatever you are looking to embody now. And so the 2 that flipped out from the Astro Matrix was a Swords card and a Wands card. This is a Cups card and this is a Pentacles card, so a fair balance underlying where this reading is going. Let's see in the different realms and who's guiding you. In the kind of spiritual realm, the soul is Mary Magdalene, sacred vessel. A divine feminine rising, a cloaked figure with spiritual wisdom, possibly being outcast by society or suppressed. But your soul has wisdom in it. You are the answer, be guided by your purpose. So you're being guided by your soul. Your soul is moving fast. Your spiritual evolution maybe is moving at a rate. And then you're picking up with the Ace of Wands, which burns fiery and bright. It's at home in the area of the soul spirit. And so you're leaping forward. This would come out yesterday as well. So there's a lot of fiery energy. You're reaching up to the stars. This rabbit is essentially reaching up the stars and among the stars, but you're following your passions, you're following your purpose. There's a lot of red, fiery energy so far. You can't script it sometimes. Ace of Wands. In the realm of fire, in the realm of the spirit and the soul, you have double Ace of Wands. That's almost unprecedented. You had this card deliberately flip out to underlie the reading to talk about the pace of Wands, and this is you're following your passions. You're following your passions, and you're starting to do it in a new, reinvigorated way. You are starting to be guided to your purpose. You're starting to realize that you are the answer, that you are a sacred divine vessel, and you are channeling the divine through your soul and through your being, through your knowing. And that's how spirit is working through you. That's immense. I don't normally say things like that on this reading, but for that all to happen and to have double Ace of Wands is quite extraordinary. Okay. I just wanted to hold that for a second to be like. And in the emotional realm, another Mary, and it's Mother Mary. We have double Marys. This is extraordinary. So, Mother Mary, miraculous encounter, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. And so, you know, in the sense of you understanding your intellectual power, that's stemmed through, that comes through you having a heart that comes through you kind of embodying your heart, like the Ace of Pentacles here. It's your power comes through love, and be afraid to be powerful through love is what it's saying. And this is not what we're always taught, but utterly, beautiful. Mother Mary, like a representative of the Divine Mother, divine universal flow, and unlimited love and compassion. And in your heart, this is who's guiding you. And this blue, very spiritual energy is a kind of spiritual kind of love. This is rooting and grounding almost in a way, and then this is in your higher realms and your higher chakras. And so your heart is open for miracles to occur, for miraculous encounters to occur. You're cleaning and clearing your heart, so you are like a sacred vessel. There's many wands in this reading. And here the Two of Wands comes up with the Rhino, it came up yesterday as well. Planning and looking at adventure, and your soul in your heart is obviously feeling it's connecting with this Ace of Wands energy to be like, okay, I feel it now. Where can I embody it? Where can I bring it into the world? You also have Nine of Wands, which is defending, which is the wands coming to the end. So there's also a bit of tiredness. It suggests in your heart you're feeling a bit tired. This is the 8, this is the 9. And that you are, you're ready for miracles to occur. You're ready to kind of start again with the Two of Wands, but there's a part of you that also has been fighting for a while. You could be an old soul. You could have gone through many experiences of suffering in this life, and you're on this defense, and you're aware of this defense and the necessity of it. And the Moon in Sagittarius is finding a way of where to go. Similarly with the Two of Wands is finding a place to go. But yeah, you've been doing this for a while, and your soul is ready to start again, clearly with double Ace of Wands, but your heart's just like, can I do it? And yes, you absolutely can, because all the other wands here, they're aspecting it, and your heart, ready for miraculous encounters, is absolutely saying yes. But there is a part of you that might just feel tired, might just feel, can I do this again? But I'm telling you, you can. And in the intellectual realm, or more yet spiritual force fields has come out to say you're divinely protected, that your mind is divinely protected, you're protected from egoic conscious, it's an interesting way to say it, but egoic forces and ego identity forces around you, to hold your own sense of consciousness, to not have it affect you too much, and to also balance your own ego, that you've got a spiritual force field. Protective light is surrounding you, and you are safe. So it's almost lessening the mind a bit, still embodying this, and you can embody in this by knowing that you're protected, and knowing that you don't have to follow everyone else as kind of semi-isolated figure in the mountains, but is on top of the mountains and has got kind of heavenly knowledge here. It's a balanced place. And the mind is, when you feel safe and protected, and there's a lot of purity, there's a lot of clearing here with all the whites in this mental kind of realm. It's saying, the more you clear your mind and the more you are this vessel, when you let Source in, the safer you realise that you are. Because in the end, energy is energy. Source, is the purest form that we can imagine and know of energy. And so you are energy. You are a fractal of that, and you will return to energy when you die and you pass away, or whatever happens to you. Everyone will. And you also have the Hermit. So this gives a sense of protection. There's mountains in the background as well. It's a sense of you are a bit quiet on the intellectual front. You're not forcing your opinion on anyone, but you're shining your light. You're passionate. You have these, projects and things that are in your soul, but you're not so much telling everyone or speaking. You may be doing it in certain areas, arenas. You may be creating things for those to find you, to find your light, and you're embodying it. But you're not so much speaking out of turn. You're moving around, and you know that you have kind of no home, and that having no home is one of the most connected ways to be to your soul, because soul and energy is not ownership. And so you're moving around like the Hermit, just shining your light, aware of your light, but not speaking and communicating it too much. And then the Hierophant, which follows on, and again this can relate to, you might travel to India, or you might relate to Indian gods and goddesses, or Hindu. or Buddhist, either way, but yeah, you can see the reverence here, and you can see that, with the King of Swords, that you're looking to embody this kind of teacher, this spiritual teacher with the hermit. It's a spiritual teacher that's written all over this. Gotta love dogs. Oh, I've got a new friend. And you'll have to bear with me. One more? One more. Well, three's a charm. And so, and like the Hierophant has three normally. It's all the whole palm on here, and I think an Om symbol, it's your connection to God. You're connecting to God's source universe. It's through your soul. You're being the sacred vessel. You're connecting to divine mothership in your heart. But here you're embodying spiritual teachings for those who are going to seek it and who are going to seek you. And there's changes. 5 has changed. You may have been more talkative before, but you're realizing that you don't have to speak to everyone, that you know your own knowledge, whatever that may be. That doesn't have to be like you're an accountant or you're like an intellectual person as such, but you know your knowledge and you know the bounds of it, and you know which people should be around in it, and you know the people you don't need to convince, but there will be people who will follow you. The more you embody this light rather than trying to push it out or speaking too much about it, the more that you know and are sure in yourself and sure in the protection you have from the universe. So in the physical realm and the body area in your body, in your vessel, Mavatar Babaji has come up. Excuse me, anyone who knows how that's said and I've killed it, but Mavatar Babaji, let's say, is on here. Spiritual awakening. See, guys laughing at me. Interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. So the theme of this reading is you're embodying divine knowledge. Your soul is on fire, right? Your soul is kind of on fire in a good way. And it's, excited in its learning, and you've got a connection with your soul that you might not have had in this lifetime up until now, and you're full of love and divine protection. And you are, you're standing strong. But yes, you understand more of these spiritual kind of terms. You understand it more, you know the bounds of it more. And so you're also embodying it more. You realise that you're this being, and this is very ascetic, A-S-C-E-T-I-C, so it's stripped down, there's a lot of brown, a lot of earthiness, and this would fit in the physical realm. That you are spiritually awakening, and as you're awakening, you're embodying all this divinity and knowledge as you light up. And it's important to ground, it's important to be around nature if you are a starseed, a light being. It's important to find natural settings where you can, and go to your local park or forest, and just be barefoot on the earth to know that you're held by Mother Earth, and to know that you're held by the Divine Mother, and know that you're held by the universe. And the tarot cards with it. So the Fool has come up, 0, quite spiritual energy with the purple on this Fool. A little dog. Maybe I'm the Fool. We're all fools in a sense. We're all new. A blue kind of feather, blue-green feather, gives me a sense of turquoise. It gives me a sense of the heart and throat chakra. Gives me a sense of spirituality and divine guidance. And the pink is the higher heart chakra as well. So you're embodying this kind of love and this divine love, because the Fool is 0. The Fool is a connection with eternity. The Fool is taking the leaps and is asking you to take the leaps in your life with this passion that's lighting you up, because you are divinely protected. The universe will hold you as you fall, and you will rise again, and you will keep going on this infinite loop. Uranus energy as well to say, embrace the changes and move with the changes, because this is in the physical realm, and to learn to see through the illusions. So this is maybe in your physical realm, in the people around you, in the environments that you're in. You're learning to see past and see through illusions, because this is the 7 of Cups. Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio. And it is kind of saying, learn to cut out distractions, the social media, the lustfulness, the substance abuses, Thoth in Crowley's deck, Thoth, it's called debauch, and there's kind of the cups are like, they've got water in them, but they're corrupted. And it's saying you're learning how to not be corrupted in your vessel, to treat your body right, to treat the communities around you right, embodying this King of Swords, of knowing what more is right for you now and what is not, because you want to be the sacred vessel, you want to embody that. So to do so, you have to see past the illusions and understand that in your heart, to know in your heart what is maybe right for you and what is not, and what is going to align with you moving forward on this spiritual mission and with this Ace of Wands energy, and what is not. So you're on the right path. You are embodying something beautiful. This kind of teacher energy is wonderful, and you are full of passion and fire. You have double Ace of Wands, which is extraordinary. You have double Mary supporting you in divine realms, in the soul and in your heart and your emotions. Spirit's really got your back, and you are moving forward in a beautiful way. So keep going, and know that there are people out there who are doing the same, and we are with you, and you have so much to do and say, and just follow your passions, follow your drives, follow what Spirit is guiding to you, because it's the greatest guide. And you are being supported and protected as you go along. You are safe in this journey, dear one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so beautiful and bright, you spiritual rabbits, you wonderful human rabbits, you double Ace of Wands people. But thank you for shining that light, really is what I'm saying, because you're working on this path, and the rewards, not just for you but for this earth, are massive and bountiful and huge, and the stakes are high, but you're doing the work and you're embodying something beautiful. I love you. I believe in you. Always. Namaste.